My name is Pastor Al York, and welcome to Truth in the Trenches. Today we're going to be in Proverbs chapter 27, verse 9. Ointment and perfume delight the heart, and the sweetness of a man's friend gives delight by hearty counsel. It's amazing the power of smell on our memories. We just celebrated Christmas, and of all the holidays, it's probably the one that has the most memorable aromas. The smell of a live tree in the living room, maybe a balsam fir. The smell of candles burning, chestnuts roasting on an open fire, a log in the fireplace, the smell of Christmas dinner cooking, your favorite pie. Many of those smells trigger memories as a child at grandma's house or times with family and friends long since past. But nonetheless, they're memories that you cherish. You never want to let go of, that are stimulated just by the aroma around us. It can be all triggered by smell. Maybe you've been digging through closets and found some old baby clothes, and you can still smell your child on those clothes. And the memories kind of sweep over you, good memories. Maybe something that belonged to a loved one who's gone home to be with the Lord, and their smell still lingers, and you remember them and what it was like to be with them and the special times. That your heart delights in these memories. The writer of Proverbs, however, gives us another thing that delights the heart. It's the sweetness of a man's friend gives delight. What can a friend do that can gladden the heart or delight the heart? Well, he says it's the sweetness of a man's counsel. I'm sure if you have a friend, a close friend, they have delighted you many times by giving wise and hearty counsel. Their counsel is sweet. Well, what makes it sweet? Well, number one, I think it's thoughtful. It's meaningful. It's helpful. It is godly counsel. It is wise counsel. And in those times when we needed it the most, they were there. Because that's what friends are. Friends are faithful. They're around when the going gets tough, and they are often there when the counsel we need to hear, with the counsel that we need to hear. We may not have known it at the time, but it was exactly what we needed to hear. It may have sounded more like a loving rebuke, but we needed it. It may be wise advice that points us toward a particular action or away from a particular action. But it is counsel that we can trust because it's from a friend. And that makes it sweet, very sweet. And we cherish it. As opposed, say, to self-counsel. When we give counsel to ourselves, such counsel is always biased towards what we think is best for me. It's clouded by fear, anger, resentment. It's counsel that seems right to me. And there is a way that seems right to a man, but the end is destruction, Proverbs says. But the sweetness of a man's friend will steer us away from such self-deception, some self-notions that we all have at times. And the sweetness of a man's counsel will bring us out of that self-delusion. If you've ever received such counsel, you know it is sweet. It is well-timed. It is well meant, it is much needed, and it is much appreciated. It's presented lovingly, carefully, and discreetly. If you have a friend like this, you are indeed a very rich person. Keep them close by, guard that friendship. But also seek to make sure that it's not just a one-way friendship. Seek to be that kind of friend to them, because we all need friends. We all need the sweetness of a friend's counsel that delights the heart. And we may be someone who can give that kind of counsel, but there's going to come times in our life when we need to hear that kind of counsel. We all need friends. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful, Proverbs 27:6 says. And the thing that makes the counsel sweet, as we said, is it comes from one who truly cares about you, who wants what's best for you, who has no hidden agenda. That's what real friends are like. They're not after anything but your well-being. They're not after anything or promoting anything but your spiritual growth. But we're also told that there's a friend who's closer than a brother, and that's Jesus Christ. Is your heart delighting in the counsel, the sweetness of his counsel to you, the sweetness of his word? Psalm said, "The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold, sweeter also than the honey and the honeycomb." Yes, certain smells can bring delight to the heart. but also the counsel of a friend. A true friend can bring delight to the heart as well. How tragic that some listen to such thoughtful, good, wise counsel from a true friend only to turn away and do just the opposite. But a true friend will go after you. A true friend will pray for you. And thank God for your friends, that God has brought them into your life. It's not good for man to be alone. It's not good for man to be his only counselor. We need others who will direct us towards God's word, God's people, God's ways, that we might know the sweetness of his fellowship and learn that his way truly is perfect. Ointment and perfume delight the heart, and the sweetness of a man's friend gives delight by hearty counsel. May this truth guide us and guard us in the trenches of life as we seek to live our lives for the glory of God and the good of others. May God bless.